Hey everyone, it's Rather Incoherent, back with more Subnautica Below Zero. And I can't help but notice that the backs of these solar panels are very, very bright these days. That doesn't quite seem right. Last time we made a home. We actually made, in my opinion, a pretty decent home. I don't know if it's in a good part of the map. I hope it is. But you can see we got a jukebox, a coffee machine, all the basic amenities that you could want. We can actually go to bed now. All told, things are looking pretty good. Now, something that occurred to me is I built right next to this structure, and whatever it is, I've never been to it or investigated it in any capacity. Yeah, never mind. This is the place I went to in the very first episode. Yeah, this is the area that I had a waypoint for, and I took the beacon. Okay, so I built right next to somewhere I've already been. I'm neither for or against that. Now, we have a lot of different places we can go at this point. However, with the exception of that one, which is notably down from where I am, and so I'm rather intimidated by it, they aren't marked. We have in our databank this Altera Facilities map, which is going to be very useful for finding things eventually. And we also know that in the deep twisty bridges, which I believe is that away, there is something emitting a distress beacon 200 meters down. Now, I want to go explore the deep twisty bridges. Say no to sky rays? I just slapped this up because it's a poster that I found and I wanted to slap it up. I've got no idea what say no to sky rays means, but you heard it here first, kids. Say no to sky rays. So, I'm going to head down to the deep twisty bridges and try to find that distress beacon. Or more accurately, I'm going to head down to where I suspect the deep twisty bridges is. But before I do that, there are two things I should probably handle. The first is I should eat and drink. And the second is that I should actually read through any data logs we've collected in the previous episode. Oh, this is neat. These plants are actually carnivorous. I'm glad they didn't eat me, I suppose. As opposed to the horseshoe shrub, which is just the most bountiful source of food on the planet, probably. I'll probably be growing these inside my house and completely obsoleting the survival aspect of the game as soon as I find a planter. So what is a Cryptosuchus and why is it such an asshole? Let's find out. It's a large, shark-like beast, easily identifiable by its carapace of thin, bony plates. They don't look that thin, but okay. It's able to absorb the heat from the thermal vents. It is a contradictory creature. Despite its fearsome appendants, it's more roar than bite. While territorial, it tends to retreat after being attacked even once. They're actually not even that dangerous. These are basically your bone sharks. I'd say they're even less dangerous than bone sharks. And the crash fish is very, very funny, but let's not think too hard about it. So, let's eat, let's drink, and let's figure out our next step. We're not perfect on everything, but we're close enough too. And we should put this cylindrical flask in our trash box. As we were originally trying to do, let's head to the deep twisty bridges and figure out what's going on down there. We never really made any progress down there. We basically got the habitat builder and then immediately did other stuff once we found it. So, hopefully this time we don't get too distracted and we actually explore the area. Exploring the area does, of course, include taking literally every rock that we find. Because I've used basically all of my resources building a house. And I actually haven't found a single predator down here so far. What I have found, by the looks of it, is a piece of a sea truck. Hell yeah. Anyway, we want to stay a little bit above this point so we can actually not breathe air twice as fast. As long as we stay here and look down, we'll be in a much better spot. And I think this is where I was previously, where I got the O2 tank. Yeah, it was. There are probably more things around that I can find. And with any luck, they'll actually have interesting materials on it, or at least more sea truck fragments. What is this thing? Is it a sea monkey or something else? Oh, it's very definitely not a sea monkey. It's an Arctic ray. Sounds herbivorous, which is good, because carnivores are, well, spooky to say the least. And I suspect that is a carnivore. And I suspect that is the thing I want to go to. So, let's go get air up top, and then go down to the carnivores and find out what the hell is on that platform. Yo, I've never even attempted to scan some of this stuff. I have to imagine I can scan whatever this is. Also, it looks like that thing I'm doing to get rid of the mask has to be done every single episode, but not that big of a deal, I just have to hit F6. Oh, I should grab the O2 before I go down. It would just be silly not to. Because I feel like this is a good way to drown, going beneath 100 meters with no idea what your objective is. We also have some flashing green alien structures, which is a lot more interesting, but possibly less immediately useful. Can't even scan them. Who knows what they do? He's above me, casting spooky shadows. And I can find here a datapad for the rebreather. Hell yes. Well, alright. Brief hold on everything I just said. We're going to go craft a rebreather. First, we're going to scan this shark after drinking some oxygen. Drinking some oxygen is probably the wrong phrase, isn't it? I'm not quite used to turning past these things anymore. His name is Brute Shark, and he is mean. I will see exactly what that says once I'm at a safe distance. For now, I'm good with just knowing his name. Feel relatively safe here, and I want to, more than anything else, go to Blueprints, find the rebreather, and pin the recipe. Bam. Okay, we just need silver, fiber mesh, and silicon, and I think I actually have all of that at the base. So yeah, let's just go make the rebreather, and this will be a whole lot less stressful to do, because we'll be able to freely go down as far as we want. This has been, like, surprisingly rapid progress. I don't know if I'm getting lucky or if the game is just designed in such a way as it's very easy to consistently find the tools you need to explore quickly and build a home. Man, I miss the mod I had in Subnautica that allowed me to craft using the boxes in my house. We have a rebreather. We can now move freely amongst the deep.
The rebreather facilitates extensive free diving by recycling air more efficiently at significant depths. Breathe the freedom.
Did it just say breathe the freedom at the end of that? The third time it's for real, I promise. We're going to the deep twisty bridges. We're not going to get distracted by something that's obviously more important this time around. Because I know from build number 1 that there is some sort of plot down here that's going to propel the game forward. What is this? Just PDAs?
Fred, great to see you. Come on in. You don't mind if I record this, do you?
Am I in trouble?
No. You know me. Just a fanatic for details. And my memory's not what it used to be.
I know what that's like.
Yes. Is that why you've been running so many personal errands for your colleagues? We asked you to limit them.
So I am in trouble.
That's not how I want you to look at it. Here's what I see. You're a team player. You want to get the job done.
I think I have a pretty good record there.
You want people to like you.
Has anyone complained?
Fred, the trouble is, not everyone is as reliable as you are. Sometimes people need help being where they need to be and concentrating on their work.
All the trips were work-related.
It appears you transported tech for Lil, rather far out from her base.
Well, it needed to go deep, and she needed a sea truck.
Her work is currently on surface installations. She shouldn't be anywhere near the water. No more favors to friends, agreed?
Yes, sir.
I keep telling you. Call me Manu.
Alright, so this cave is spooky as shit. And also represents going much further than I've ever gone before. Like, this is well past the stuff that was made when I played the game previously.
The damn ugly thing followed me into the shallows. Didn't think something that big would follow me up here. Had to jettison the sea truck. Again. I guess I could try to go back for the parts when it leaves. If it leaves. I really don't want to sit in another meeting with Emmanuel. Manu, as he likes to be called. I just want to drive around and deliver cargo in peace.
I don't like this incredibly spooky zone that isn't what I was looking for. I don't like it one bit. No, sir, I do not. But the fact there are diamonds here is very important. Alright, cool. There's the second diamond. I can make a laser cutter. I'm leaving. I will come back here much later on. Right now, what I want to do is actually go to the area in the deep twisty bridges that has the distress signal in it. This is much past that. I don't want to go deal with whatever that giant squid shark deal was. It is a very, very beautiful game, though, isn't it? Is this something I can scan? It looks like it might be. Hey, it's a sea truck fragment. Nice. I can almost make the sea truck. There is one more voice log I got, I think. Or rather, this. Sea truck log number 2. I think this sound that's playing is preventing me from playing an audio log. I'm not 100% sure if that's right, but it doesn't seem to be playing when I click on it. And this is where I wanted to be going, I believe. Creature eggs are always great. Well, that's not true. Creature eggs are always useless, but I love them, and part of me needs to collect all of them. Oh wait, can I scan the creature egg separately from picking it up? No. My inventory is full and I kind of having picked up lots of garbage. Which is, you know, regrettable, but it is what it is. Yes, perfect. This is what I've been looking for. And this is basically the end of any knowledge I have of Subnautica from my previous playthrough of Below Zero when it first came out.
In a matter of speaking, we're running out of time.
Whoa, whoa, clipping.
What is all this?
Seeking emergency storage medium.
I can help you better if you show yourself.
If we could show ourselves, we would not need storage.
You mean you don't have a physical presence? Are you one of them? An architect?
Storage medium identified. We will be lost unless we find a new host. Can you help?
Can you use my PDA for storage?
You are not with the group from before. Your cybernetic components bear their signal.
Altera? No, my equipment is, borrowed.
It will have to do.
How long have you been stored here?
Longer than hoped. Warning. Sanction power critical. Our data can be downloaded from the terminal. We may speak more once the transfer is complete.
Yes, okay. Hurrying.
Ah, yes. Insert storage medium, which I'm sure is my PDA, and I have not in any way been misled by the aliens.
Storage medium accepted. Brace for transfer.
Brace?
So this is how Altera PDAs keep getting dropped on the bottom of the ocean.
Transfer. Transfer complete. How do you feel?
Why do you sound like you're inside my head?
The facility identified hospitable capacity within your cerebral cortex.
You are in my head? I offered you my PDA! Get out!
Oh no. Does your kind perceive a boundary between cybernetic and organic components?
My mind is not a component!
You sound angry. We will allow you a moment to process.
I really like this
You go
alien.
silent on me. Hello? This is not happening. That's the explanation. It's not happening.
I am more than a bit peeved. There we go. There's something in this room worth scanning. Thank you. I was going to be very upset. So, that was super helpful and totally cleared up what I need to do in this game. I'm very sad that I keep having clear objectives in my mind about what I want to do, and then once I've done them, it's like, oh, right, yeah. In no way have I helped solve what I need to be doing in this game. Sad's not the right word. I feel like I've built them up to be solutions to problems, and they just aren't. We have a house, though, and a robot in our head. So, I mean, we're doing something. Maybe not something good, but something. Oh, did I bring a beacon with me? Holy shit, I did. That is incredibly fortunate. This is alien containment. Actually, no, architect containment. We're probably going to find an actual alien containment at some point that's very different. Or the place where we build an alien containment that is just like a zoo. Perfectly safe zoo with nothing bad in it. And now that I think about it, I would actually like another beacon to put at the hole in the bottom of this area, but I assume there are many of them and it's not that hard to find my way down. Sure seems that way, as I've just immediately found a hole. I think the entire bottom of this place might just be a crevasse going down into another biome. I don't know what I'm doing now. My inventory is full, so I mean, I'm going home. That's step one. I need to put everything in a box. Well, since I can go down as far as I want, unless that's like 400 meters deep, I can probably get to it with a sea glide. I'm probably going that direction.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
We understand this arrangement is undesirable to you.
You're not real. Go away.
To go, we require a suitable body for transfer.
Why do you keep saying we? How many of you are there?
One of us and all of us. We do not think of ourselves as individual, distinct.
Why don't you start by telling me who you are?
You may append your seed code to my species designation. Please call me Al-An.
My whole life I've been dying to meet a sapient spacefaring alien up close, and you're telling me your name is Alan?
Is it insufficient?
No, it's fine. It's perfect. Where are you from, Alan?
Your kind calls us architects.
The precursor race. But what are you doing here?
That is a long story. Perhaps you would prefer to focus on the construction of a new storage medium to which I may transfer.
Yes. Fine, absolutely. How do we get you out of my head?
I have added the information to your databank. You will need to find the necessary components.
Any idea where I can find them?
It is unclear. I have been disconnected from my network for so long I cannot locate the coordinates.
Alright, so I've made a load of new batteries while he was talking to me. So now I'll actually have full charge batteries at all times. For the first time, we have full everything, and that includes full boxes, because this storage solution has failed. I need a lot more boxes than this. And to stop picking up just gross piles of mushrooms. What am I doing with my life? Why is this box full of complete garbage? Why do I have a box labeled literal trash filled with items I will never need? None of these entries we have for alien information actually tell us a whole lot about what we're doing or how we're doing it. The brute shark is basically just a shark. Minor threat. And the Arctic ray, though large, is harmless. Oh wait, are we able to make a sea truck? Did I actually get everything I need for that, or am I still missing a piece? I still need one more. Not a whole lot to learn from my logs right now. I don't think I can go to this, and I suspect I'll deeply regret trying to. But let's go. I'm going to start off by going as far down as I reasonably can to get an idea of if I'm level with it or not. Right now I'm guessing it's at like 150 meters and I can actually get to it. But I'm not very convinced of this idea. Oh, this is on the other side of the island entirely. This is going to be a trip and a half. Well, may as well completely fill my inventory with rocks before I even get there, right? It doesn't seem that deep, but I am as far from it as I could realistically be. Also, there's just an obscene number of minerals in this area. But for the time being, I'm going to stop collecting things. Set it to music, and swim around the island. I'll see you once things start happening. Oh. This last known position log might cover a very large vehicle. This might just be a small part of the last known position. Like, I imagine it's the same ship, right? This thing is massive. This is like the Altera levels of big. It's just underwater, so I couldn't see it from the surface of the water. And I'm getting up here because I'm actually looking around for something stupidly large to hunt in the area. I don't know what that is in the distance that I can just barely make out in the fog. But right now, it looks like it's just Cryptosuchus hanging around. But this is giving me, I think that's actually, volcanic spires like I've been near. This just makes me incredibly uncomfortable how open the water is. If you watch me play Subnautica, you'll realize that I'm almost always at the floor of the ocean. I like having a limited number of angles I can be approached from. This is the fucking opposite of that if I swim out along the top of this. But just like look out and see the open ocean, it's like, ah, shit, anything could be out there. And I don't see anything resembling oxygen around this, right? Like, I haven't seen an oxygen plant in ages. So, I think this is a thing I'm supposed to do very clearly once I've got a sea truck. But I'm gonna go down 60 seconds along the floor of the ocean and see what it looks like down here in case there are oxygen plants. Or in case it's just something really interesting that I can be tempted into doing as soon as possible. I also should check and see if this is sea truck fragments. No, it's just metal salvage. So I can get an absolutely massive amount of titanium by going this way. Fucking Christ, that Cryptosuchus shadow. This doesn't feel good. I don't like the sounds of predators moving. Makes you very antsy. Okay, it turns out I'm just like gonna waste time and scan spinefish instead of doing anything useful with my oxygen.
New creature discovered.
I don't have a laser cutter yet. So that is not a volcanic spire. This is something else. And holy shit, am I uncomfortable in this area. That's a Cryptosuchus above me. I'm at 60 seconds of oxygen and I gotta go. I'm gonna be back here with the sea truck as soon as I can. This is a very interesting place that I am not well equipped to deal with. And I realized that I could swim up and get to the surface much faster. Like, I could go down to like 10 seconds, well 20 seconds and probably be perfectly safe. But I am so uncomfortable with the idea of swimming straight up through the open water that I'm just going to bail and come back later with a vehicle. I am very interested in this, though. So now my goal is to go back to the deep, twisty bridges and find that last sea truck fragment. And then I guess to craft a sea truck. I imagine it won't be that hard to do. It's probably going to cost me a lot of titanium, but I just found a pretty good source of titanium. And honestly, the one ingot I picked up might be all I need. Oh, hello, Cryptosuchus. You're not going to do anything, you know, stupidly aggressive? Ah, damn, you are. How very in character. Look at my inventory. I have plenty of space, so I'm going to start collecting rocks as I go look for this sea truck fragment. And I know I found 2 of them down here, but I'm not sure how deep I found them. I don't think they were near the bottom. I think they were relatively high up, actually. High up being like 100 meters. Like, they're still deep down, but nowhere near the bottom where it turns into another biome. What is this? I think it's vehicle. Yeah, it's vehicle bay fragment. I'm seeing sea glides and vehicle bays, but not the sea truck itself. The sea truck itself, I think. Is this it? Oh, hell yeah. I feel really bad that every time I go to the deep, twisty bridges, I just immediately grab one thing and then leave. It's almost like if I had continuously explored that biome once, it would have been a lot more efficient, huh? Let's actually take a look now at what I need for a mobile vehicle bay and a sea truck. I need a titanium ingot, 2 of them, lead, an advanced wiring kit, a power cell, which I think is going to be 2 batteries and rubber. Yeah. Glass, a computer chip. Okay, this actually seems all relatively doable. So first, we're taking our silicon rubber and make these batteries into a power cell. We're going to need a wiring kit, or copper wire rather. Just want to make sure I didn't have one already. Going to need at least 1 lubricant. Going to need 2 glass, which is just a load of quartz. Going to need a second ingot. Oh, it only takes 5 titanium now. That's so much easier. I'm going to need 2 more lead, which I have fucking massive amounts of. I need a rubber. I don't think I have any rubbers. I don't. I do, however, have table coral and gold. So, I have enough silver for the wiring kit. So I literally just need... yeah, this is the computer chip done. And now, I can make a mobile vehicle bay. When I go up to this mobile vehicle bay, from it, I'm going to be able to make a sea truck. This has all been really fast progress. Again, I don't know if I'm like just playing super efficiently by accident, or if the game is better designed to give players relatively quick access to these things you need to explore. If it is, it does seem like it's much more well designed than the original Subnautica in this respect. Also, I just sort of dropped it embarrassingly, so let's do it correctly this time. Re-equip our knife, and climb up onto this to make the sea truck. Which, more than anything else, is going to be important because it will be a portable source of air like the sea moth. That's an advanced wiring kit. To make the advanced wiring kit, I need... yeah, a second computer chip. Which I've got the copper wire for, it's just that I don't have the gold. So, not really knowing where else to get gold... I'm pretty sure I can find it at the island, right? I found so many different stones at the island, surely one of them is able to give gold. But if this doesn't work, then I will be able to go back to the sea monkey caves. Because I know I found my first piece of gold there, and there was a lot more to explore in that area. I could have kept going down if I wanted to. I just got sketched out because I didn't have anything but a basic oxygen tank at the time. It is so dark that I can barely tell if my flashlight is on until I'm right next to something. This is not a good time to be out looking for minerals, I suppose. I made a perfectly good bed and I'm just not using it. Oh well. This looks like it's a good source of silver and copper, but I haven't seen a single one of the minerals for gold. There are multiple areas in this biome, though. Yeah, there are these trenches. Maybe if I look at the bottom of the trenches, I'll find different materials. Or maybe I'll find, like, literally nothing, and it's just a trench with nothing in it. That's a second, much more depressing option.
Detected below. Geothermal activity detected. Caution advised.
Yeah, I'm gonna be cautious and get the fuck away from that. Oh. I don't know what I was expecting to see when I looked down. Alright, here's another one of those calvarites. Which doesn't say chance for anything, but it is chance for gold, which is exactly what I wanted. I guess I would just call that, like, a thing they forgot to do is add the tooltip chance for gold to calvarite. Because clearly it should say that. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but at least for this phase of the game, I strongly suspect I may have built my home in a suboptimal position. Thinking on it, I actually just got a map of what I'm pretty sure is the entire game world when I was searching that island. So I'm going to look at that and try to figure out where I am relative to the island. Oh wait, I don't have a compass. I have no idea which direction I am from the island right now. So that's sort of a dead end. Can't actually make that decision. Or make that judgment, rather. And now we're able to make a computer chip and turn our wiring kit into an advanced wiring kit. Pick up 3 pieces of lead and go make a sea truck. It's been delayed substantially, but better late than never. Come on, sea truck. This thing better be glorious. It's not glorious. Right now it sort of looks like a big translucent shuttlecock. It's so much better than swimming, though. Oh, wait a second. This is actually not like a C pickup truck. This is like a C 18-wheeler, isn't it? Because this isn't a door inside. This is for attaching things to. Oh, this is going to get very silly. It's got 2 power cells at 100%. Let's climb in here and see how it controls. Oh, this is pretty similar to a Seamoth, it seems like. I think it's a bit slower. But hell yeah. This is a functioning vehicle, which is an infinite source of mobile oxygen. Now, I am going to briefly make a new storage container because my inventory is just full of garbage right now. And having accepted that my current storage system is failing, I'm just going to throw down a locker. And I'm going to throw every single thing in my inventory into this locker. And in the future, between videos at some point, I am going to just sort out my storage system into something better. Also, before I get exploring, I am going to actually make a rational decision. And I'm going to go around grabbing fish for a bit, so that I can bring food and water with me. The fish I need the most is going to be a bladderfish, so I can create water, and I'm not seeing any of these around my house. Here's one. Here's another one. What I should have done is waited till night to hunt for these, because they're bioluminescent. It's so much easier to do this at night. But still, it's not taking me that long. Okay. At this point, I feel confident that I just have plenty of food. And plenty of water as well. I have a single salt. So I'll make a single cured food, I guess, a boomerang. Why not? And now I'm going to turn all of these bladderfish into filtered water. And I will cook a fish just the normal way, to eat right now. These extra raw fish go in the box. And the smart thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring titanium, quartz, and copper with me. And I might need a little bit more for what I plan to do. Because specifically, I want to be able to build just any room, a hatch, and a solar panel. So I need 2 more quartz to find in the area near me before I get settled. Because what I want to be able to do is build a base where I'm going to explore from. So I've got my 2 quartz. I have all the materials I need to make a base at the crashed truck. Crashed truck? I'm stuck on my sea truck right now. Crashed spaceship. And I'm going to unpin these blueprints now that I've made them. And I think that's going to be it for today, unfortunately. I am very interested in this. I would love to do it this part, but I have already been recording for 50 minutes, so I think we're going to have to save it for next time. This has been Rather Incoherent. I hope you've been enjoying Subnautica Below Zero with me. And if you have, please consider subscribing. It really helps the channel grow. I'll see you around.